Discovering inner peace. So I like to be a little logical about it. Who is interested in discovering the inner peace? All of you. Good. That's very good. See, that's what. If I want to discover my inner peace, that itself shows that I am a little different from the inner peace. Am I right in saying that? See? I have to discover my inner peace. And what is that inner peace? Then who is that if it is not you? Sometimes you say, I have to find myself. It's very apt in saying so, because we are really the pure, immortal, divine spark. As the Bible puts it, God made. I hesitate a little to continue that sentence. I don't know why they wrote it as God made man in his own image. I know now we are all trying to change that. So whatever it is, I call God as it. It's neither he nor she. So we have that image. What we really are is the image of God, or the aspect of God, or the spark of God, or a part of God. We are that. As such, that reality, that real you and me, should be always in peace, in joy, because it is the part of God. No scripture, no religion has ever said God is a little unhappy. God occasionally goes to the hospital falling sick. No. That shows God is always happy, always peaceful, always joyful. And if we are of that image, then we should be always happy, peaceful, joyful. And that is what we are trying to find out. We means again here as the mind. The pure self is the real you, but it is your mind wants to find out the pure self. The mind seems to be questioning, who am I? What is my true reality? So here you see the spirit, the mind, and of course we use the vehicle, body. These are the three things common to all. Spirit is the base, which is common to all of us. In spirit we are all one. There's no difference in spirits, because we are all, that spirit is the part of the cosmic spirit. It is the mind that wants to know that pure spirit. And that's what we are saying. We want to see God. We want to experience God. Who? The mind. So all these isms, all these different approaches, paths, whatever you call it, however you name it, it is all to educate the mind how to find the real self, know thyself, says the scriptures. So the mind should recognize the pure self, which is the real you. Once that is recognized, then the mind seems to be becoming a subordinate of the pure self. That is why sometimes, even when people say, I want to know myself, the mind doesn't allow you to do that. Why? The minute the mind finds who the real self is, the mind is going to become a subordinate person. The mind doesn't like that idea. I am the boss. Why should I become a subordinate by knowing somebody real inside? That's why when you try to find the reality, try to find the God in you, the mind creates all kinds of problems. If I could just give a small example. Can I ask you a question? Huh? Yes. Good. Do you all have faces? I mean, face? All of you? Sure? So you all have face, huh? Huh? How do you know that? Have you seen it? Huh? Sorry, what you see in the mirror is not your face. If you say, I am seeing my face in the mirror, suppose I give a punch to that mirror, will you get hurt? So what is it that you see in the mirror? Now you are coming to the point. Reflection of your face. Now, your face is so beautiful. Cosmically, not cosmetically. Naturally, it's beautiful. Now you go and stand in front of the mirror, but all of a sudden you see your face reflecting as some sort of distorted, ghosty, ugly. Do you run to your doctor for a plastic surgery? Do you? So what is the problem there? Why do you see your face like that? Huh?
The mirror is dirty.
Very good. So there's nothing wrong with your mirror, your face. But the mirror through which you want to see the reflection of your face seems to be a little crooked, not clean. So in a distorted mirror, even though you have a beautiful face, you will see a distorted image. Am I right? So if you want to see your face in its own real condition, in its own beauty, what would you do with the mirror? Clean it up. Make sure it has a clear surface, not crooked, distorted. So a clean and straight mirror. Only such a mirror can reflect the real beauty of your face. I'm just giving you this example because it's easy to understand. Through this example, I, the pure real I, seem to be always seeing myself in a mirror which is within me. And that's what you call your mind. If your mind is distorted, you will never be able to see yourself clean, peaceful. joyful. Now, give another example. Sometimes people say, oh, I was all wonderful yesterday. I was all happy. I was jumping with joy. But I don't know, sometime since this morning, I'm a little unhappy. Do you sometimes hear people say that? Huh? I was all happy yesterday. Today I'm a little unhappy. What is the difference there? I was happy, I am unhappy, right? In that two sentences, which is the common one? I. And that's why sometimes you say, I knew I was happy, and I know I am unhappy now. I know I am unhappy. I know I was happy. There seem to be two different entities here, right? Is it not so? The I, the knower, and the unhappy mind, the known. The knower and the known. The seer and the seen. The subject and the object are totally different from each other. The subject can never become an object. So I feel that my mind is unhappy. That means I am the subject. I am the knower. And I am seeing my own mind unhappy. It was all right yesterday, but normally the moment we see the unhappy mind there, that means our own happiness reflected in a distorted way in the disturbed mind, you immediately put yourself as that. You identify as the reflection and say, look how horrible I am. But in the case of mirror, you don't do that. If you really do that, you will be running to a hospital. But in that situation, it is the problem with the mirror, not with the face. Likewise here also, you, the real you, which is the image of God, is always clean. But it seems to be always reflecting on the mind. Mind is a reflector. And if the mind is distorted, you are seeing yourself in a distorted mirror. So you don't have to do anything with real you, because you are always the same. The I is always the same. I was unhappy, I am happy means I see my reflection because of an unhappy mind as unhappy. Am I confusing, or I'm trying to simplify with simple examples? That is the real secret behind everything. Take for example, the beautiful biblical utterance, one of the Sermon on the Mount. That brings the real meaning here. It says, blessed are the pure in heart. And what next? I'm just trying to check up your biblical knowledge. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. Right? Just analyze this sentence alone. Blessed are the pure in heart. If the heart is pure, pure means absolutely steady, clean, without any distortion. Not that we should take purity as something washed out with some soap. Pure means in its original condition, which is totally balanced. So, blessed are the balanced mind people. Purity of heart means balanced mind. When you have a balanced mind, you are blessed. So what happens to you? You can see God. You catch the point here? If your mind is that pure, if the mind is that steady, with total equanimity, without any distortion, you will see God. Am I pointing out the right thing here? That's what. It's almost like, blessed are those who have a beautiful mirror. They will see God if they go and stand in front of it. You go, make the mirror beautiful, and you will see God. Whom do you see there? Yourself. That is what. So, if it is to be more clear in understanding, it is to be said this way: blessed are the people who have a balanced heart, a pure heart. They shall see themselves as God. Because that is the real image. Your own real divine image is reflected only in a pure heart. Now, that is the way to discover the inner peace. To me, God is peace, joy. Let's not put God into a form. Though we like to approach God with a form, but in reality, God cannot have a form. Why? Because God is omnipresent. If God is omnipresent, how can it have its own form? Anything with a form is limited. It can only be here and not here. So that means an omnipresent essence is formless, but it has a quality. What quality? Peaceful, joyful. That is the quality of God. The Hindu scriptures very often describe God as Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti in Sanskrit means peace. Peace is God. And Anandoham, that means joy, is God. You are that in reality, as the image of God. So, anytime when the mind is that quiet, clean, still, you see your own true nature and say, you see how happy I am today? Why? Because your mind is reflecting your true nature. Other times you allow the mind to get disturbed, then you don't see your true nature. So to discover your inner peace means to learn to keep the mind pure. Keep the mind absolutely peaceful. Now, it's easy said. It's easily said, yes. I can say from here. That's why sometimes tests come to you. See, are you really steady or not? Now here we have to understand what causes the disturbance in the mind then. We say it's difficult to keep the mind always peaceful. It is difficult. Very often people ask me, how can I find my peace? My answer to them is, honey, you don't have to go and find your peace. Please do not disturb it. If left alone, it is peaceful.